Hi, welcome to this episode of Sacred Stone Stories. I'm April from April Bead Jewelry, and I am so excited about the information I'm going to share with you today. For quite a while now, I had been asked whether I could create customized bracelets. And yes, I've done them one on one for friends and all, but I needed to think about a process that I could create that would be easy enough, have some standardization to it for me to be able to make it, but also that it was personalized and engaging and fun for you so that you would want to do this. Well, I landed on it, and this is what I want to share with you. It begins by you, of course, purchasing it, and this is what would happen once you purchase it. You'll get an email from me that will have two pieces of information in it. One is this list of 30 intentions. Now, as I talked with coaches and I was reading inspirational things and becoming part of a variety of women's groups, some things kept coming up over and over and over again. And so that is this list. Now, you may find that there's one that you've been working on that's not listed. There's a space for you to put it here at the bottom. Now, go through this list and keep on selecting until you can come up with your top 3 to 5 intentions. And once you've got them, you would put them here on this page in this section of the form. Down here is our scheduler. So I would be asking you to identify which days of the week work best and which times of the day work best for those particular days. Um, Once you return that back to me, there are two things that are going to happen. One is that I'm going to schedule our consult. Now, I use the platform Zoom so that you and I can meet face to face and talk a little bit. And so you would get your Zoom invite so that we could have our conversation. The second thing that's going to be happening is that I'm going to begin working on the bracelet, looking at the stones that match and align with the intentions that you selected so that we can talk a little bit more about the style and the makeup of the bracelet when we have our consult. And then comes the consult. So while we're talking, what I'm going to do is hear a little bit more from you about why those intentions were important, just to get a little bit flavor for who you are. And then we'll start to look at the beads on your bracelet. Now, you may say, well, I'd like a colorful bracelet with lots of different kinds of beads. This is one that I created. There's 10 different stones on it, all around the same 5 intentions, but different stones for different, to make it a very colorful bracelet. The second, you might say, well, I would like to have no more than 5 different stones on it. This is what I have on mine, is I have 5 stones that I selected on my intentions, which is a crystal, an amethyst, an amazonite, lapis, and sunstone. And you may say, well, that's what I would like to do. Now, also in working on it, I may have found that one particular stone kept popping up, that maybe it was in 3 of the intentions that you chose, and might suggest that we build the bracelet around that because that seemed to be pretty powerful for you where you are in your particular journey on this day. Now, a couple of other things will happen in our consult. One, do you want a lava bead on it? You might like to have an essential oil with you all the time, and the lava bead allows you to put a drop of essential oil on it so that you can have the aroma with you all through the day. Another might be the clasp. The standard clasp for us is this claw clasp, which is pretty easy to use. But you may want to either have a toggle or a magnetic clasp, and you can make that selection. The third thing that I'll need to know is your wrist size. Are you a small, medium, or larger wrist? If your wrist is 8 inches or more, I would add an extra bead to the bracelet to give you that space. And if your wrist is very tiny, we would take away a couple of the beads so that it fits you better. And that's, again, that customization that happens with it. Now, besides the bracelet, I'm going to be taking a look at your intentions and reflecting on our conversation to be able to create the written affirmation that goes with your bracelet. You'll get a card, a couple of them, that's this size, and in the center of this pretty stones, these are all different gemstones, will be your affirmation as was written with your name as if it is something that is your signature on it. You'll also get this lucite frame. an easel frame because the card will fit right in that so that you can place it on your dresser or on your desk so that you can look at it every single day and read the affirmation to remind you of what you are working on, in addition to being able to wear that reminder every single day. Now, it will come in a box, all nice gift boxed for you, and that is the package that you will receive as part of this experience. So it is you finding your intentions, a consult for us to be able to work on it together, my designing your bracelet to meet that what comes out of the outcome of our consult, creating your affirmation, and all of that will be sent to you probably within a week, so that you have your very own sacred stone bracelet, your own personalized, customized bracelet with intention that is for you and you alone. Now, if you are intrigued by the process and would like to have one of these made for you, go to my website at aprilbjewelry.com. Click on the Bracelet with Intention collection, and the first listing will look something like this. It'll be on there. You click on that, put it in your cart, check out, and you have begun the process of getting your very own customized, personalized bracelet. I think you'll have some fun with it. I think you'll be really pleased with what you find. Just to give you an idea, a friend of mine was one of my testers. And when we did her bracelet, she said, "Gee, April, these aren't really stones that I would normally choose. The process is really intriguing." And then when the affirmation was created, she said to me, "It is perfect. I love the bracelet. I love the affirmation. It is so where I am right now." And I hope that we'll be able to do the same thing for you. Again, aprilbjewelry.com, go to the bracelet collection and click on the very first one, which is the customized bracelet. I hope I get to make one for you soon, and I am so glad you were here, and I'll see you next time.